my channel. Welcome if you are new. I am JC, contemporary fiction author and poet. I post videos on Mondays and Fridays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a Patreon you become a member of, and a Ko-fi you can tip me on for future creative endeavors if you would be so kind and like to. I've gotten that out of the way. Today's video should be brief. I say that, but I am a chatty person, and I tend to ramble when I go on little tangents. So it should be brief, but we'll see. It's just an update about the challenges that I have been doing for myself, that I've spoken about, but I've never given like a concrete update on said challenges. I'm actually going to start with the personal curriculum challenge that I set for myself. And to be fair, technically the date for when that personal curriculum was supposed to be end has not actually come yet. It's the end of this month. But I've already failed that challenge. And you know, I don't like to fail, but it's taught me something about myself that I kind of knew, but I guess I thought that I could maybe push past it. But I don't think personal curriculums work for me in terms of the way that they're meant to be, which is you setting your own curriculum, you setting the parameters of how you study that curriculum, and you being responsible for maintaining that curriculum throughout the course of that period of time that you are doing the personal curriculum. And I say that as a person who has completed a degree through online school. So I do know the effort and value behind online schooling and getting a degree, and I can complete a curriculum that way, in which I'm responsible for my own study habits and my own time frame of when I study or when I do homework or whatever. But what doesn't work is me being the one making the curriculum and then following up and doing the curriculum and following through with it. I need the structure of having a teacher, having an instructor. I wonder if, oh, and this could be something I could try. I literally just thought of this on the spot. I could have one of my friends who enjoys putting together such things as a curriculum. I wonder if I had someone else make a curriculum for me, because the only thing that really I didn't do a good job of finding the time to implement said curriculum, but I don't know that I actually had a good structure of a curriculum to begin with. And therein might lie my first problem, is because I know I started marketing and I worked on marketing, but I think that's all that I ended up following through with is the marketing part. The Notion, I started working a little bit on it, but I didn't finish following through with it. And then the personal essay writing, I didn't really follow through with that one either. I think I really do benefit from the actual structure of a school and having a teacher overseeing things, because even with the online schooling, even though they're not there, it's not like a classroom setting, they're not standing over top of you making sure you do the work. You have a teacher you can go to and say, hey, this is not tracking for me, can I get a little help, can I get a little assistance? You have someone to go back to and someone to hold you accountable in certain ways that I'm just not sure that I'm capable of making the curriculum and following through with it and finding the time to study all on my own. Yeah, I prefer to have someone else setting the course load, the curriculum per se, and then me figuring out a way to follow that curriculum that is given to me by the institution of a school or another person. So I didn't do really good, but it did get me started in my marketing, because that was kind of my main focus, and I'm still working on my marketing. If we were going just on the marketing aspect of the personal curriculum, then I wouldn't be failing. I would be flourishing. Well, maybe not flourishing, as the marketing hasn't resulted in a lot of sales, but we'll get to that in a different video. But because I had 3 different things that I was supposed to be working on, I failed. I consider that failing, but failing is fine, because failing, it taught me that while I can manage through online schooling and doing the studying stuff myself, the aspect of having an actual teacher, having an instructor to go back to, I still need that. That's what that let me know. I still need that. There are benefits from that I find just can't be replaced. I love school. I want to be back in school. But anyway, now the Substack challenge that I had started, I don't know if it was the beginning of the year. I'm not sure when I did the first Substack challenge, which the first one was only for 30 days. I have the dates here somewhere, but it was back in March. I think. Now, I did really good the first 30 days in keeping that up. I think I might have only missed 1 or 2 days of that challenge. The second one that I continued the challenge on and decided I was going to do for 60 days, not so great. Because that also kind of intersected with the start of this 3rd quarter marketing challenge that I am currently still in the midst of doing. And I think I just kind of fell off. And then when I started working on reels and things for Facebook, and then when I got an Instagram and started working on reels for that, Substack kind of dropped off, and I didn't mean for it to, so I have to get back to doing it. That said, I think those first 30 days of me posting notes and things on Substack and being more active on Substack, it didn't net me a lot of subscribers, but I went from 101 subscribers to 126. So I did get 25 subscribers that weren't there before. And in terms, if we talk about currently on this marketing challenge that I'm currently doing, I have been posting Facebook Reels almost every day. There have been days where I didn't post, but those days were not, the reasons why I didn't post were not of my own making. The first 2 weeks of July, I practically had no internet. Like very, very, very terrible dial-up worthy internet is what I had, and it made it very near impossible to post anything, let alone a reel. I didn't get Instagram, I think, until maybe halfway through the first month, maybe. Well, no, I had the Instagram account. I just didn't actually post anything on it until halfway through the month of July. And I have 53 followers on Instagram. So I didn't have an Instagram before, so I had 0. So I have 53 followers I did not have before on Instagram. And as far as Facebook, when I started the Reels, the marketing challenge, I believe I only had 316 followers on my Facebook page, and I now have 335. So while the growth isn't, it's not a lot. It's not a very large number. There is still growth, and I seem to be the person that, where the phrase slow and steady comes into play at, because I swear everything is happening slow and steady for me. Like there's growth, and then that growth will be really steady and maintained for a while. Like for the longest time, I have had 1,280 something subscribers on my YouTube channel. I now have 1,296, but I can't seem to get to 1,300. It's steadily holding at 1,290. Well, some days it drops to 1,295. But between 1,295 and 1,296, it's steadily holding. It's just right there, hovering on the precipice of 1,300 subscribers. And I will say it's frustrating when I see, and in terms of the marketing challenge is supposed to be to get book sales or page reads, and I have none of those. But I will be sharing some stats in a Patreon video later on this month. But and I'm doing the marketing challenge with Morgan and Nia, and they're doing phenomenal. If you haven't checked out Morgan and Nia's feeds on their respective social media platforms, you should do so. They're great. They're fantastic. And it's great that I'm seeing them have success with getting sales and book sales and page reads. And it just, it's not working that way for me. But, I'm holding out hope. And I'm hoping that it will start to kick in and work for me. But as of right now, I'm not seeing any sales. I'm not seeing any page reads. It's a little disheartening at times, a little sad. But I know that I'm an excellent writer. I don't question my writing ability. I don't question whether I write good books. I just question my ability to be able to get people to find my books and to read my books, because apparently I'm not doing very great at that. But I'm not a quitter, so I will keep persevering, and I will keep trying all the things, the different things, to get people to find my books and read them and hopefully love them. But I've actually come to really like and enjoy making reels, and enjoy finding different ways to say what I want to say in these reels, different ways to get across some things in the reels. I'm starting to make ones that aren't even necessarily about the writing per se, just about the process maybe. So I'm kind of enjoying tapping into that creative side of myself, because making videos and reels and things is very different from writing. It's a different creative medium, and I'm enjoying getting to play around with it. Didn't think I would, but that's all I got as far as an update for those challenges. If you have any idea for any future challenges for me to try, I'm always up to try a challenge. So hit me with it in the comments. Let me know. As long as it's not the 5 a.m. waking up 5 a.m. challenge, because that and me do not go together. But anything else, I'm up for. I'm game. But that's going to be it for this video. If you would like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays and Fridays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As per usual, if you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store with writer merch, becoming a member of my Patreon, tipping me on my Ko-fi, buying my books on Amazon, or reading them at Kindle Unlimited, all those links can be found in the description box below. And until next time, take care of yourselves and have a blessed day. Bye.